Hey guys, welcome back. It's Cedric with Tofazfou H.P.A. H.P.A is high pressure air. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the AT Uragan. What is AT? Airgun Technologies. Part of the Vulcan series. This is the bottle version. Let's start our review. We're going to do this a little bit different. By different, I mean, I've already been out with this gun twice. I've had two different scopes on it. The Discovery scope, the 4-16 by 50 is what she's going to wear, along with the Eagle Vision adjustable 30mm rings. That's the kind of ring she's gonna have. This is the permanent setup, guys. Kind of doing the review a little bit backwards. I wanted to go out with the gun first before I came here and sat down and talked about the gun. You know, I realized unboxings, kind of like everything brand new. When you get it, it's beautiful. You know, great looking gun because it's clean. But what we don't know is how the gun actually is gonna work its first time, its second time, its third time. So I decided to take the gun out for a couple of times and actually hunt, target, shoot, carry the gun around in the field and see how the gun actually behaves when you're in field conditions. I live in California, so I hunt the desert. You know, you have to carry guns. You have to carry a gun, you got to carry a camera, you got to carry all this stuff. And with this gun being so small and my arms being so long, I wanted to know how this gun would actually fit me. Those are things that people don't talk about that I want to kind of go over. Let's look at the AT Uragan 30 caliber. All right, guys, we're back. So as mentioned, we're going to get right down to the nitty gritty. We're going to try to keep this short. Out of the box, the gun is fantastic. This particular gun has not been modified any form or fashion. For all you smart asses out there that are saying, wait a minute, that's not a 60 caliber. That's actually one of my favorite sayings. No, it is still a 30 caliber. It's going to remain a 30 caliber. It will not be a 22. It will not be a 172. It will not be a 25. It won't be a 357. It won't be a 457. It won't be a 50 cal ball shooter. It won't be a 72 cal ball shooter. It won't be a 82 caliber ball shooter. It is going to remain a 30 caliber, mostly pellet shooter. Now, in saying that, let's start with what I am choosing to do. So far, with me going out with the gun, I have been able to tell you, or I am able to tell you, 50 grain JSBs perform very well. I know a lot of people say, I don't know why, they don't shoot well in my gun. I got a video coming out with that later in the year, talking about why certain slugs don't behave in certain barrels and why you just can't get one pellet and put it in every gun and that it works. It also performs well with a variety of NSA ammo, which I am going to be doing some very close work with Nick. You guys stay tuned. He's going to be helping my channel out. Moving on, I also have varmint knockers, 50 grain or swage bullets. These three are going to be my main go-to bullets in this gun. It's going to be JSBs, NSA, varmint knockers. So I've already determined those are the three types of ammo that I like. Which weight, which grain, which style will this gun prefer? We're going to check that out later. Now again, guys, I'm not going to talk too much about accuracy with this gun. I'll put up a couple pictures of groups that I've gotten so far. But the reason why I'm not is because I'm still learning this gun. So I will talk about accuracy and show accuracy in another video. But let's just say this gun definitely 60 yards, shoots a 6/10 of an inch group with JSBs. It does very well with Nielsen's 47.2 grains, but I haven't tested all the ammo yet, so that's as far as I'm going to go. One of the things that really struck me in a great way was how short the gun is. It's 32 inches overall. Guys, that is very compact. 32 inches is compact. I mean, I can't express that enough. This gun is super compact. What's nice about it is, first thing I did was shoulder the gun. The length of pull is very nice, and I'll put up numbers up here what the length of pull is, but it fits me perfect. And even more so, what I liked about this gun is the cocking lever is more forward of your cheek. In other words, you're not cocking the gun from right here, you're actually reaching up. Another thing that I like, and you guys are going to be seeing this in an upcoming video, this is like a pistol to me. This gun is much like a pistol. But check this out. I can shoot, cock the gun without moving my eye from the scope. When I first got this gun, this is one of the key things I want to talk about, is this left hand lever. You can move the lever from left or right by simply undoing the 4 screws in the plate, unlatching the arm, putting the blank cover on this side, and then moving all of this to this side. It's very simple. It is ambidextrous. The gun is completely ambidextrous. That's a plus. When I first got this, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like that left hand cocking lever, but I knew I could change it to the right. Well, let me tell you guys something. Speed, without moving my eye, it allows you to do follow-up shots very fast. Along with its 9-shot magazine, it comes with 2. That's 18 shots in 30 caliber. This cocking lever is not only smooth, but it has the perfect amount of throw to it. It doesn't come all the way back and you have to do like that. You basically just open it to the side and bring it forward. The loading is very smooth when you're using pellets and suede slugs. Not one jam, not one, like I felt it like hit a wall. None of that. Everything was just cock and load, cock and load. So it's gonna be something you guys would really like if you were to buy this gun. The cocking lever on the left is to stay. I will never change it to the right. I like it that much. So moving back to the rear, I know we're kind of taking this in a weird way, but that's the way I am. Here's your magazine port. Cock the gun. The bolt probe opens up. You slide the magazine, and I'll put a little video up here how to load the magazine. And very simple. You turn. See the hole in the center? You go just a little bit more and there's a ledge right there. You want to load it on that ledge because the pellet won't drop through. If you don't put it on that ledge and you put it right in the middle, that's what happens. So you want to go just past, see it's dead center, you want to go just past that a little bit, drop the pellet on that ledge and then slide it. And that's all you do, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you basically can rotate this with one hand. 6, 7, 8. And the 9th one is a little bit more tricky because it's just going to center up. I just put my finger underneath the hole, drop it in, and let pressure off my thumb. There it goes. And then you push the pellet in, the magazine in this way. Pretty much like every other gun out there, so no big deal on the magazine. I love the pistol grip. It doesn't quite have finger grooves, but it does have a almost kind of like a side palm swell. So it's not a straight pistol grip. It actually comes down and it has a little flare, then it comes down. And with the thumb hole rest, and oh, this thing is so nice, man. I mean, like I said, guys, look at this. This fits me perfect. I can't help but do this to this gun. Every time I get this gun, it's just like I grab it like a pistol. It reminds me of a Talon P. A little heavier than the Talon P with all the gear on it, but it reminds me of the Talon P. And like I said, again, look how comfortable this is to shoulder. Look at my length of pull. This gun is so nice. So nice. So moving to the middle here, you have a bolt-on, this is removable. It has a screw here and a screw here for the Picatinny scope rail. Very nice addition. I love this. It is all Picatinny's, no dovetail. You can't put a dovetail on there. You have to go Picatinny. This is very nice, very well made, very well contoured to the receiver. Very nice the way they did it. They didn't make this. I can't stand when they make the scope rail and the receiver stops way back here and then the scope rail just goes on and on way up here and you're supposed to mount your scope on that part of aluminum hanging out. Well, if anybody knows anything about aluminum, it heats up and cools down very easily. All air guns just about are made out of some type of aluminum. Some steel, but most of these air guns are aluminum. That's how they keep the weight down. For me, I shoot in the desert, it's hot. The longer a piece of aluminum hangs out, and the blacker or the darker it is, the more it's going to kind of flex. So I like the fact that they kept it short, and it only hangs over about 1.5 inches in front here. So little detail, but a big thing to me. They didn't miss the mark on this, and that is exceptional to me. I like the way this is set from the factory. It is 2-stage. If you watch my trigger finger, you push it back, very short, single stage right here, and then you just barely push it a little more and it goes off. Love the trigger. At some point I am going to modify this gun. Oh, you guys said it was going to be OEM. Yeah, it is. I'm going to add another regulator, but it has a bigger plenum. So that's right, guys. It's not going to get a power mod. It's still going to make 85, 86, 87 foot-pounds, but it's going to have a bigger plenum so it could do it with less reg pressure. Therefore, I get more shots. Speaking of going forward, this gun does have a regulator. The regulator, believe it or not, boys and girls, is back here. It is not here in this part. This is not the receiver. This is the receiver. The regulator is in here. Your trigger adjustment is in here, and your hammer adjustment is here. No, your hammer is not here. Your hammer is here. It's facing that way. Actually, the adjustment screw is facing that way. So you turn it and it pushes on the spring that way. Different. We're used to everything being in the rear. No, this one is facing forward, but that's something for a later date. You have to remove the stock to get to that. So going forward to the bottle, 530cc bottle. I've already done a shot string. I will put the shot string up here while I'm talking. The gun is advertised at making 85 foot-pounds of energy in OEM form from the factory. Guys, they do not lie. This gun gets over 50 shots at 85 foot-pounds. This bottle fills to 300 bar, which is 4,350 PSI. Not 4,500 PSI, guys. This is not a 4,500 PSI bottle. And I love this pattern. They didn't make this bottle too glossy, which is another plus, but it is carbon fiber. It is 300 bar, and you do get over 50 shots as advertised. Here's your shroud. It's like every other gun. You unscrew the shroud. This is a shroud with baffles in it. It is its own moderator. Basically, it's kind of like the Benjamin Marauders, if you guys are familiar. It's got its own baffle system in here, and it screws internally onto the barrel. This thing is quiet the way that it is, but I bought an AT Uragan LDC. Make sure I'm screwing it on right. This gun, and I can't explain to you guys in decibels because I don't have a sound meter, and I know people are gonna say, oh man, it's not a good review because you didn't give us a sound meter. It's quiet, guys. It's quiet. It's what I would definitely consider backyard friendly for all you guys that love shooting in your backyards. It is backyard friendly. That's how quiet the combination of the Shroud and the LDC are. Yes, at 85 foot-pounds, it is backyard friendly. Very. The other thing that I like about this, I'm gonna take this off, is here. Basically, the bottom of the receiver has a Picatinny base milled into it, and then this is a clamp on. So this bolts on to the Picatinny that's under here, which gives you a Picatinny extension, much like the FX Impacts, except it's not as long. It's only about 3 inches, but it does allow you to put a bipod, and it does allow you to put a light if you want to put some type of tactical light. So you do have the option of mounting something underneath, or you can either also mount something off to the side of the Picatinny base or something off of your scope if you want to do some type of tactical light or whatever. So that's another nice feature. Now, speaking of features, they designed this gun to get a high shot count in a medium caliber while still giving you a good amount of power. It is rated at 85 foot-pounds, and in their book they say this is not a hunting gun, it's a target gun. The reason being is they designed this gun basically to have somewhat of a light recoil for the caliber that it is, to give you a smooth shot cycle, to not be obnoxiously loud, and to just get the most accuracy you can. And that's why they tuned it at 85 foot-pounds. And you'll hear them say it's not a hunting gun, which we both know it is. Anything that pushes a pellet at 900 plus feet per second or a swage bullet at 880, it's a hunting gun. This is not one I would consider super long range. I mean, 150 yard shots, yeah, I could definitely see you making those easy with this gun. But you would have to do modifications, but we're not talking about mods. The reason why I got this gun is I wanted something that had a decent power tune, something that I did not have to modify. When I say modify, you guys know me and you know what I do. I didn't want to do that to this gun. This gun, except for the aftermarket Yuma regulator, is going to remain OEM. No carbon fiber sleeve in the barrel, no carbon fiber sleeve in the shroud, no special Tofazfou tricks that I do. This gun is going to stay like this the way that it is. My overall thoughts on the gun is I absolutely love this gun. I pretty much will call it flawless. The only thing that I have to get used to, and I'll tell you guys, this is really reaching. Me being as tall as I am, the one thing I've noticed and the reason why I wanted to do the field portion first is I wanted to carry this gun in the field and see how it behaves. I didn't just want to set it up, put it on the table, unbox it, say, oh my God, this is the greatest gun I've ever seen, oh my God. And then I get it in the field and it's a disappointment. I wanted to actually spend time with this, then come back and tell you guys about it. My only one beef, which is a small beef, is if I had a fanny pack or a backpack, I probably would take the bipod off and carry it in that backpack. The reason being is when you fold the bipod, because the gun is so compact and because I hold it right here, I kind of hold it like this. Well, that bipod digs into my arm. If I fold the bipod and put it on my shoulder like this, that bipod's sitting in my neck, sitting on my shoulder. And it's because the gun is so compact. It's not like a rifle where all of this is way up here. So I would only have this to put on my shoulder. So yeah, I can carry the gun like this, but it feels a little weird to have my arm way out here. So what I kind of do is just turn the gun on its side and let it rest on my shoulder. But like I said, it's something that it's a minute thing, but if I had to say any one, not even negative or one just thing that's kind of different, is because the gun is so compact, that's what I wanted. I wanted a small gun. Everything is like right here. So when you field carry, and even if you cradle it, the cradle carry, like I say, the bipod digs in your arm. You can get a sling and sling it or something like that. But for me, I know what I'll do. I'll just get used to carrying it. It's not that bad. You can also carry it like this. You can carry it down by your side like this. It is light enough that you can. You can walk around with it like this. You know, have it resting in your hip or in your side, the butt pad. You can do this. I still have more to go using this gun in the field, so more on that. Where is it? The gauge. This gauge is not your regulated pressure. This gauge is the bottle pressure. So for you guys that are heavy into how much the reg is set at, you'd have to have a reg tester undo the reg from the gun and test it. So unfortunately, this gun does not have a second gauge for a reg. So we don't know what the reg pressure is. I just know the gun fills the 4300 and makes 85 foot-pounds. But again, man, like I said, if those are the only things I would complain about, the gun just shoots freaking fantastic. It's quiet, it's smooth. The side lever is so fast. I mean, you get 9 good shots. It's not a super high capacity mag like say the FX gun, but you know, for 9 shots you can't hit what you're aiming at, go back to the drawing board. A bigger mag don't make you a better shot. So I'm happy with 9 shots, 2 magazines you get standard. These magazines are aluminum, guys. They are all metal, no plastic. These are aluminum. So that's another great feature, man. Anyway, guys, that concludes my unboxing and my short review of what I think of the gun. In the 3 weeks that I've had this gun, even shooting it in the garage, it's been flawless. I just can't rave enough about this gun. It is one of the nicest guns I've owned besides my Rapid, my Theoben Rapid. A lot of my guns are nice, but I mean, this is just butter smooth. It's factory. It's not modified. It doesn't have any leak issues. I mean, it came with no air in the tank, and I filled the gun up, and it's been holding air for weeks now. Whatever I put in it, the gauge stays there. I'm impressed with that. That impresses me. That right there impresses me, because I can rely on the build quality of this gun. 3 weeks owning this gun, not one leak, not even with the bottle dead empty. I had no problems filling this gun. I've had no leaks since. I can fill this gun at 300 bar tonight and leave it here. It will not leak out. I get no leaking from the breech. I get no hissing. I get no weird noises. I get no clicks, no clacks, no nothing. I am very happy with this gun. I've had it for a few weeks, so I put a little bit of time in. I didn't just unbox this thing and just tell you guys it's the best gun on the market. It's just a great gun, and I'm very happy with this purchase. Stay tuned for more, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for joining in.